Hi. How true has your horoscope come so far this week? I do them every Sunday. If you haven't watched, go watch on my YouTube. And I do a general update on TikTok and I go into like the astrology jargon using my astro board. I don't have it next to me right now, but I use my astro board with crystals as planets every Sunday to give a general update of the week ahead. And for me, this week, this week's horoscope has been pretty accurate. The one that I gave for my rising sign, which is Libra, has been very accurate so far. Today we have the moon in Libra. It was just opposite Chiron. There might have been some big pivotal moment of healing in your life. I'm about to bring up the calendar and see exactly when it went opposite Chiron. Oh, it doesn't say on my calendar. That's nuts. Well, we also have Venus and Aries now. So things are shifting and we're starting the Mercury Cazimi. Hi. Things are shifting, even though it might feel slow. Things are shifting. What was I looking at? Oh, when the moon was opposite Chiron exactly. I'm gonna have to, that might actually be in my planner because it's not in my digital calendar. It might be in my planner. But if you're feeling, a little emotionally intense today or like things were brought up emotionally, you're definitely not alone in that. Aries 7th house. Okay, me too. Why is the moon opposite Chiron not in here? I feel like people forget about Chiron's transits or transits to Chiron. So I'm going to have to like do some finessing and figure this out. I think it was about 8 hours ago. Let me look exactly. Yes, looks like it was like 9 a.m. Pacific time. I went to a funeral today. Oh my God. Yeah. Pisces moon and sun, Libra rising. Oh, cool. I'm a Libra rising too. Hey, Ashley. Aries in the 7th. Me too. Cancer rising, Aries 10th house. Exciting. I don't know personally many Cancer risings. I had a few clients a couple weeks ago that were Cancer risings, and it just seemed like they were all very similarly starting a business or wanting to really step into something with career, make some major change with career that has been emerging for maybe a year and a half, maybe even longer, depending. Aries is my 4th house. Transiting Chiron will be exact on my 27-degree Aries IC. Oh, wow. Lots of family healing, childhood healing, home foundation healing. Aries sun and rising. Love it. Aries rising is really rare. The most rare is Pisces. Aries is the second most rare. And then the third most rare is Aquarius. Yeah, that's been what it's seeming like. Yeah. I think last year we only had Chiron get to like 25 degrees or something before it went retrograde. So it's gotten close before, but I don't think it's been at 27 yet. Let me actually look at that. I'm pretty sure my black moon Lilith is it? Yeah, it did get to 27 degrees. In like July and August of last year. I'm 99% sure my black moon Lilith is at 27 degrees of Aries. I'm a Cap rising. Okay, yeah. In the northern hemisphere, yeah. Black moon is an early Taurus. Oh, whoa. I think my Lilith, the asteroid, is in early Taurus for me. I have a lot in Taurus. My sun, my Mercury, my South Node. I think Vesta's there for me. Part of Fortune. Let me see. I'm about to look up. Oh no, my black moon. Hold on. My black moon is early degrees Taurus. It must be my asteroid Lilith that's late degrees Aries then. Oh god, that makes so much sense that Pluto's been squaring my black moon. Anyone with early degree fixed signs, Pluto is like working its magic on you right now. I have a friend who, I'm pretty sure her sun is either 0 or 1 degrees Taurus right on her Mercury. They're both 0 or 1 degrees Taurus, and the last couple years for her have been incredibly transformative. Incredibly. How do I look up? I'm about to look up the asteroid Lilith. Let me see. Minor bodies? No, not minor bodies. There's like 3 Liliths. It's kind of annoying. Not fixed position. It's not a lot or a part. I don't even know how to look it up on this. Minor bodies? Maybe? Yeah, here we go. Minor bodies. No, mine. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. The astrology chart calculator I have on my website will tell you your black moon Lilith. But then there's 2 other ones. There's asteroid Lilith, and then there's like dark moon Lilith or something. Aries first house. Ooh. Healing of the self. Yeah, it's been a super tiring day. I took a nap and I literally just want to take another nap. I have so much at 10 degrees. It's kind of insane. So yeah, that's the energy of today. It's just like tiring. And right now the moon is void, of course. So we're really in a liminal space. And then it moves into Scorpio in about 3 hours. And yeah, Venus is in Aries now. Are y'all feeling that yet? I feel like Mercury retrograde is really taking the cake with like what we're collectively feeling. And then Mars and Pisces, Mercury retrograde, it's like a lot of that energy is on the Pisces in our chart, a lot of the focus at the moment. And then we have a Mercury Cazimi this weekend. I think it must be Saturday because they're already getting really close to each other right now. No, it's Saturday. It's tomorrow. What time is that happening at? $3 a.m. So we're like less than 12 hours away from the Mercury Cazimi. I thought so. I'm like, they're really close to each other right now. And they both move pretty quickly. Aries moon, 5th house. Okay. Do you know the degrees of your Aries moon? Are you a Sag rising? A lot of my good friends are Sag risings, and I feel like the major themes for them coming up right now is like healing identity wounds related to dating and romance, sexuality, maybe even, as well as like creativity, passions, creative projects. Aries rising. We have another Aries rising. I love it. Scorpio sun, Libra moon. Oh, where's your Mars? My solar return chart is going to be a Libra moon this upcoming year. I'm excited to kind of see how that feels once it happens. I just realized today, I feel like this year is going by so slow, but also so fast. Like couple of my friends have birthdays in like a week, and I'm like, that came out of nowhere. 10 degrees. Oh, okay. So you have, nothing's on it right now, but the middle of April will be interesting for you in that area of your chart. My Mars is Cancer, 4th house. Are you the one that's an Aries rising? Are you also an Aries rising? Yeah. That's kind of a hard chart ruler as an Aries rising. The list is open, by the way, for readings. Only going to take a few tonight. The link is in bio. If anyone books, when anyone books, let me know. Or wants to book. Because it doesn't alert me. I have to refresh the page to see your chart and pull it up. To pull up your chart and take a look. Readings are open. They're $33. 9th house Aries, 14 degrees. Oh, like it starts at 14 degrees Aries. So everything in Aries right now, except Chiron, is in your 8th house. Join your fan club for 200 days. What does that mean? I have no idea what that means. That's cool. Yeah, Placidus, looking at your chart with Placidus is really interesting. I just started to look more at my Placidus chart because it's something that's been coming up in my membership in the forum, the community in my membership. People have been just sharing their insights about their Placidus chart and how like certain transits are really affecting them based on that. And then like moving from one house to another in Placidus versus whole sign. And then I've been teaching on it in my intermediate astrology course. I have 2 separate lessons in my level 2 astrology course that teach on the Placidus house system. So I've been doing a lot more deep dive into it, and it's really fascinating. Just the degree theory of the houses. Like I have 2 friends that are born 90 minutes apart from each other, opposite sides of the country. They don't know each other, but they're so similar, except these little nuanced differences, and you can really see it in their Placidus chart, and it's really, really fascinating. Like that's when it can be helpful to look at charts like twins charts for those subtle nuances. I've sent you a heart for 200 days. Oh, wow. A heart me. Oh. 7th house. Oh, so many Libra risings today. I love it. What are your thoughts on the 29th degree? I know it is like the degree of fame. I feel like if you whatever you have at the 29th degree, you're really meant to be known for that placement in that part of your chart. But it can be kind of a rough lesson to learn there too. Aries in the 5th house. So many Libra and Sag risings. I love it. Hi, Lauren. I'm also Libra rising. When I pull up my birth chart, it shows me the whole chart. Then Placidus. What do you mean? Like it defaults? Most websites default to the Placidus house system. Unfortunately. I wish it wasn't that way because it really shouldn't be that way. Because Placidus, like you need to know how to read, and it can be really confusing if you're new at it. And I strayed away from it for so long because I still don't like naturally read charts that way because it's very analytical. I think it serves a purpose to look at your chart through the Placidus house system, but it's not what I would recommend starting with. Cafe Astrology, yeah. Most websites default to Placidus. I don't know one except my own that defaults to whole sign. Oh, it just lists them. Sun, Aries, 1st house. Mercury in retrograde in Aries. Oh, and a Pisces rising. Use astro.com, so much easier. Yeah, I just can't stand how it looks. Like when people post their chart from astro.com in my membership, I'm like so visually put off. It's my Libra rising. I'm like, why does that look so hideous? Like it looks so bad. It's like impossible for me to read. I just use Astro Gold. Astro Gold it's gold. It's the best. No chart with the Placidus, yeah. Oh, well, I get it, yeah. Things have to be pretty for me. I am all the Aries, yeah. I would read that in your second house. Pisces rising is really rare. I think because someone else is an Aries rising. A couple of y'all are Aries risings. Pisces rising is the most rare. Aries rising is the second most rare. Aquarius rising is the third most rare rising sign because they don't sit on the horizon for over 90 minutes, I think it is. Pisces only sits on the horizon for like 81 minutes. That's why it's so rare. Whereas all the other signs sit on the horizon for 2 hours. Read what on my second house? All your Aries placements. If I was reading your chart, I would be using the whole sign house system, and it would put Pisces in your first house and Aries in your second house. That's how whole sign works. It's every house is one sign. That's why it's called whole sign. One whole sign takes up each house. Libra rising just joined. Oh my God. Hi, fellow Libra rising. So many Libra risings are on today. Oh no, I got Taurus in my second house. Yeah, so that's what I was just describing to you. You're looking at your chart using the Placidus house system, and that is different than whole sign. Whole sign puts at each sign in one whole house. So with the whole sign house system, which is the traditional way to read a chart, it's the most like ancient technique to look at a chart. Pisces is your first house, Aries is your second, Taurus is your third, Gemini is your fourth, Cancer is your fifth, Leo is your sixth, Scorpio or Virgo is your seventh. Like that's how we read charts in the whole sign house system. So that's what I was saying is I would read all your Aries placements in your second house because that's how I read charts. It's really great system for beginners because it helps you to connect to your intuition. Placidus jumbles everything. That's why it's like stuff can be in like multiple signs in one house. That's like so confusing to, from my perspective, a beginner's brain. So that's why I recommend using whole sign house systems if you're just learning your chart and learning to read it because it simplifies everything and makes it easier to understand. I'm a Scorpio sun, Leo moon, Leo rising. Oh, cool. I have Mercury and Aries. Fun. Gemini rising. Love it. Oh, gotcha. Yeah. I heard you was not connecting in my brain. Okay, yeah. Yeah, for sure. I have a blog post on it if it helps you more to like read the information to understand it and have visuals. I wrote a blog post on it at Astrology, humandesign.com on the different house systems because it confuses a lot of people. But yeah, that's what I was saying a little bit earlier. You might not have been on or not, Mavis, was that I don't think every site should default to Placidus because it's really confusing that there's like two different systems. And my perspective and opinion is that website should default to whole sign because it's just simpler. It's less confusing. Hi, Libra rising with Jupiter and Aries. Oh, that's fun. What degrees? You're welcome. I was here for only like 4 minutes. Okay, yeah. Sun, Fortune, Venus retrograde in Aries, Taurus rising. Oh, so it's in your 12th house. If you want a reading, we can look at it. I'm doing live readings right now. If anyone's booked so far, let me know. I'm not checking the page. Basically, where you have Aries right now, there's a huge new chapter of your life beginning. I have Chiron and Mars and Aries, 11th house. Oh, I have Mars and Aries too. Wait, so you're in your Chiron return, or you already had it? Chiron spends so long in Aries. I'm so ready for it to be out of Aries. It literally spends forever in Aries. 25 degrees. My north node is at 4 degrees. Oh, shoots. That's awesome. So you have Chiron on your Jupiter right now. I already had it, Chiron 3 degrees. Okay, yeah. So you had it in like 2019 or 2020. Pretty sure Pisces and Aries, Chiron spends the most amount of time in, and then is it Virgo and Libra? It spends the least amount of time in. I think Leo too. It doesn't spend much time in Leo. But now Saturn is going to hit it, yeah. In a few years. It won't be till like next summer. You have like a year and a half until Saturn will be on your Chiron. I'm going to have Chiron on my Sun and Mercury. I'm like, how is that going to be? I can feel it. It's been interesting, yeah. I bet. Like identity wounds expanded in relationships. Projector, Virgo Sun, Taurus Moon, Scorpio rising. Oh! So happy I just learned about Placidus because Saturn won't enter my 7th house until 2027. Saturn transiting the 7th house is like the marriage transit. So if you want a long-term relationship, it's actually a really great transit for that. Everyone I know that has had Saturn transiting their 7th house these last 2 to 3 years has literally gotten engaged, married, or like deeper committed to their partner in some way, or like found their long-term person. I'm excited for Saturn in my 7th. Yeah, me too. Me too. I'm either a late Pisces moon or early Aries moon. I don't know my birth time. Yes, find that certificate. Get those answers. Oh my God, that's me. 7th house Aries. Yes, so many Libra risings on here today. I'm loving it. It makes sense with the moon in Libra right now. Saturn's 6th house transit for me has been rough but necessary. Oh, wow. Yeah, it's been really good to me. I have Saturn 6th house natally, though. It was my Saturn return a couple years ago. Almost, actually, exactly 2 years ago was my Saturn return in the 6th house. And it was great for me, personally. A lot of energetic boundaries. That was, I guess, a more challenging way that it showed up for me, was like really having to be firm with people and like not let them walk all over me anymore. But I think that's also just natural Saturn return learnings. Like that's just kind of how it happens when you're 29 or 30. You just learn how to not be a doormat anymore. Projector, Aries rising, Sag, Sun, and Moon. Oh, cool. I'm a Sag Moon. I'm ready for husband number 2. Hell yeah. Yes, an Aries chat. Aries 10th house Sun. Oh, love Sun in the 10th house. And you have it in, Sun's in detriment in Aries, right? Or no, Sun's exalted in Aries? I can't remember. I think it's exalted. Girl, I'm scared. They keep telling me It's like your Saturn return. Is that like someone reading your chart or just bullshit astrologers on TikTok? Because that's not fucking true. It deeply depends on your chart. And we've already had Saturn in the 7th house for Libra risings last summer. So if you learn the lessons of last summer, then it's going to be easy breezy. Easy breezy. All right, let me look this up because I keep forgetting this. Yeah, it's exalted in Aries. I knew it. Minus 12th house, Saturn natally. Oh, your Saturn is in the 12th house? So you just had your Saturn opposition. I'm excited for us Libra risings. Have really been through it since 2022. I know. My God. Really since 2018. I was doing this deep dive the other night into my transits of like, because I'm like, why did my life, like, shit hit the fan in 2018? I was like, what was going on? And ever since then, it's been like, burp, 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 like just a shit show. And I realized there were so many major things happening for me since 2018. Like Uranus moved into my 8th house, on my Sun and Mercury, opposite my Jupiter. Neptune was squaring my moon. Chiron was on my Mars and descendant in the 7th house. And like Pluto sextile Pluto. Pluto on my Uranus and Neptune. Like it was like non-stop from 2018 until like 2025. I'm Leo rising with Aries stellium. I'm ready for all these planets to leave my 8th house. What is in your 8th house? Pisces, yeah. Aries sun in the 8th. Oh, love sun in the 8th house. Oh, did I learn the lessons last summer? Yay! So they won't show up in the same. Aries sun in the 8th. Oh, love sun in the 8th house. Oh, did I learn the lessons last summer? Yay! So they won't show up in the same way. Girl just went to your website and put in my chart information. What? Just went to your website and put in my chart information. What? Seventh house, south node, Saturn and moon. Oh, in Aries? Oh! My reverse nodal return is also being triggered. Oh, so you're in your nodal opposition and Saturn opposition? I have Virgo on my 12th. Yeah. Okay, yeah. Wow, you are... that's nuts. Nodal opposition and Saturn opposition? Yeah, that does sound like a lot. So what do you look at if we get a reading on live? Oh, on live. Whatever you want me to look at. It's just a mini reading. But whatever you know, it's your chart, it's your reading. So I don't bulldoze it. My gifts are looking at life purpose, helping you find clarity and direction to align with your true path. That's like what my readings are usually about. My one-on-ones especially. But this is just a mini reading here on live. If you want a deeper reading, book a one-on-one. Pisces in my 2nd house. It's been hell. Aries rising and sun. Ooh, love it. The sun likes to be in the 1st house. We love that. Aries, Venus, 2nd house. Ooh, it's all about money for you right now. My entire life flipped upside down in 2018 and nothing is the same. Yeah, no, literally. I swear that's like what Uranus and Taurus has been for everyone. It's like, oh, you thought you were comfortable and what you were doing that wasn't aligned for you? We're going to rip it all to shreds and you're going to have to rebuild and get out of your comfort zone the whole time. Like, ugh. Like, I'm a Taurus. It's been so tough. It's been crazy, but enlightening, yeah. Spiritual awakening, for sure. Yeah, that's when I really started to learn I have like, I'm a medium and I have like psychic gifts and abilities and very intuitive. It's when all my 8th house stuff like activated. When I learned I could like talk to spirits and like that I have like a lineage of shamanism and I need to join all the things. Yes, what you waiting for? Join all the things. Starting in April, I'm doing a live Q&A for those of you in my Become an Astrologer course. So if you're already in the course, you get access to one live Q&A with me once you finish the course. And then same thing if you choose to enroll now or later, you get access to a Q&A with me to ask questions. It's a group Q&A. I'm really, really excited about it because I love my Become an Astrologer course. It's like my baby. It's my baby. Yes, you did a question reading for me, but I am stuck. I should probably do another. Yes! Link is in bio to book a reading if you want one here on live. And then my membership is where we really get to nerd out, and there's a community. There's also on-demand classes I've taught on astrology and human design that you have access to. My astrocartography course lives in my membership. I add new classes at least once a month. There's new classes being added that I host live that you get to access and join. The schedule is inside the membership. And then I do my weekly updates in my membership as well that get posted to my YouTube. So you get to come join that live and be a part of it. And then, yeah, I'm adding new stuff. I'm just very much in, we're all in a cocoon right now. We're all in a very like transitional liminal space at the moment. But as Jupiter goes direct and Mercury goes direct, like things will start to move forward again. And I anticipate doing a lot more in my membership and adding more to my courses and things as well in the coming weeks. So yeah, I'm about to move into a new space as well that I'm really excited for. I feel like I'm still kind of, in a lot of ways, feeling the effects of Pluto in my 4th house. It was there for so long. It was there for so long, which is maybe a reason I don't like to look at my Placidus chart, because then if I'm looking at my Placidus chart, Pluto's still going to be in my 4th house for like a long time. And I really don't want it to be that way. I'm in like denial that Pluto's in my 4th house in Placidus for a minute still. So, yeah, I feel like that's a big, what do I want to say about that? Big reason Libra risings have been just really going through it. Because we've also have, depending on what you have in Capricorn at late degrees, like Uranus has been harmonizing and activating the things that you have in late degrees Capricorn. And then if you have anything in late degrees fixed signs, like I have Uranus opposite my Pluto right now, and it was moving over my South Node for the last 2 years. And that is also not very fun or comfortable. I've been thinking about it, the membership, and feeling ready now. Yes! Yeah, it's only $15 a month. I'm an emotional manifestor, so I'll have to feel it. Yeah, for sure. And we all are emotional authorities right now. Well, like we're all kind of feeling the emotional waves right now because there's an emotional channel in transit with the North and South Node for the next 2 months. It'll be, I think, until like May 12th or May 13th that we have an emotional channel in transit. So everyone kind of has to really ride out the waves right now. I was actually going to make a video about that and then I forgot. So that's a good reminder for me to make a video about it. 5th house, Aries, Sun, Mars, Mercury, and Venus. Oh, wow. I have an Aries Mars too. I always say too, for emotional authorities, like you can feel it in the moment. But if it's a bigger decision, then it might take more time for you to. I have so many emotional manifestors in my life. And a lot of times it's like, if you know, trust your body and trust what feels good. If you're, you know, if it's kind of a moment-based decision, you have to trust what feels good. You don't have to sleep on every single thing. You can, a lot of the times, trust your body and how it feels. Good to know that is helpful, yeah. And there's also a class in my membership on emotional channels, because there's 7 different emotional channels you can have, and I think 4 different ways those channels express. And I have a class on that in my membership. So you learn more about your emotional channel as well, how it shows up for you specifically, depending on which one it is. And then if you have multiple, that's helpful to know as well. But a lot of my emotional manifestor friends are the 3536. A lot of them also have the 1949. I meet so many people that have those 2 channels. So yeah. One of my first ever astrology reading clients was an emotional manifestor. I love her. I love manifestors. I mean, I love every type, but I just have so many manifestors in my life. I really love y'all's energy. There's a 3-5 emotional manifestor in my membership that's really active in there, and she's always just posting the coolest realizations and stuff that she's learning about her chart based on transits and things, and just how accurate like certain things with timing are, like with the Saturn, Neptune, and Aries. Like she recently posted that she's been waiting for this one job to come in, and like they've been kind of keeping her like, oh, wait another couple months, or wait whatever. And it like started back when Saturn, I think she said she has Aries, 0-degree Aries at her 6th house. And so all of this started when Saturn and Neptune first went into Aries, like last March and May. And then it got kind of put on the back burner when those planets went retrograde. And then literally to the day that I think it was Neptune and Saturn, or I think it was either one, moved into her 6th house again, it was like the job opportunity was like, okay, here we go. Like we're doing it now. Like that is so cool that astrology can just like validate and confirm that for you. It is really the coolest thing. So yeah, those are the types of things we talk about in my membership, and just help you to validate what's going on for you and get more clarity and understanding around it as well. So yeah. I'm just so excited for Venus to be in Aries now, and like things to be incrementally shifting into the sign of beginnings. Eighth house, Aries, Moon, and Mars. Oh, so you hella psychic. Okay. Everyone I've known with Moon in the 8th house is so intuitive. Yeah. Are you wanting to start a business around it or something? Feeling this Saturn so hard. Ooh, what's coming up for you? I am going to have Saturn in my 8th house in like a few years. Aries, Venus, 12th house. Ooh, okay. So you're in your Venus return, depending on what degrees it's at. And we're going to have a Venus retrograde at the end of the year, if y'all haven't seen about that yet. I think for like all of October. And maybe the first half of November as well. Hey, Alba. Aries is in your 6th house. Nice. What new chapter is beginning with work or health? feel like with the South Node being in Virgo too, a lot of us are in that kind of collective energy of switching up what we do. You know, it's sixth house energy, in simple terms, where a lot of us are releasing old dynamics with work and health and routine and stepping into ones that are more beneficial. Finding out things in my health that need to be addressed. I'll start around January. Oh, wow. That makes sense. 19 degrees. Okay, so you're like a few weeks out from your Venus return. I also have South Node in Virgo in the first house. I'm feeling raw. Oh, yeah, I feel you. I just moved to my Venus MC line, and my relocation chart for here is because my Venus is Gemini. So Venus MC in Gemini, my first house, and my rising sign at this location is a Virgo rising, because that's the next mutable sign after Gemini. And so I feel you. I have Chiron pretty close to my ascendant here too in Virgo, and like I feel it. And I have so many friends that are Virgo risings. They're all in this deep death of an identity and rebirth at the moment. Eclipse support group, yeah. My Venus is in Gemini also. Ah, cool, Danielle. Yes, yeah. Well, if you get my emails, I just sent out an email like a few days ago. It was Monday, I think, because I did this deep dive into the synoptic cycles, or I forget how to say that, synoptic cycles of Pluto and Uranus. And we just began a new cycle with Pluto and Uranus, which is like a 160-year cycle. So it takes a while to play out. And we just began a new one in 1965, and it was in Virgo. And that really kick-started all of us in the collective on a new cycle of change and transformation with our structures, our systems, our routines, our health, and our work, and how we relate to all of those things, like as a society. And so it's no surprise, like that was a civil rights movement, and like women were also fighting for like equal rights and work. That's when it like all began. And it kind of came to a head in 2012 and 2015 when we had Uranus square Pluto in Aries and Capricorn, respectfully. How do you say that? So that really kick-started all of us into the new paradigm of like, we can't ignore it anymore. That's when the gig economy started. That's when the birth of the influencer, content creator culture began. It's no surprise. And then we have these like smaller cycles beginning within that as well. Like in 1989, we had a cycle begin with Saturn and Neptune in Capricorn of like waking up to sobering clarity around these corporations and structures with work. Like it's all kind of happening in earth sign energy. And then we've had Uranus and Taurus for the last 7 years, and after the Uranus Pluto square. So it's like we're all slowly but surely integrating these massive changes with work and how we relate to routine and structure and systems that are in place around all of those things as well. And that's why like you're seeing the whole corporate 9-to-5 world crumbling before our eyes. So anyways, it all started back in 1965. And then we're going to be in the kind of like activation and coming to light with all of these things, and what our individual roles are in them with the new Saturn Neptune conjunction we just had in Aries, of individuality, of new beginnings, of sovereignty, beginning a new cycle with sobering clarity, and how we each play into that role of how society is changing on a massive scale over time. So big energy. Haha, I'm an Aries rising. You're not screwed. We don't do that type of astrology here. I heard Virgo, I've been summoned. Hello. Venus and Mars and Gemini, I love it. Aries 3rd house, communication themes. 12th house, Aries, Sun, Mercury, Venus, themes of the subconscious. If you're an Aries rising, themes of your identity, of your sense of self that ripple out into every other single area of your life. You do have Aries in your chart, Nicole. If you want a reading, we can look at how it's showing up for you. It rules a house of your chart. Even if you don't have any placements there, it rules a house, which is represent the areas of your life. This is why your birth time is so important, because the birth time indicates your houses. It all starts with your rising. I teach this in my Become an Astrologer course. It all starts with your rising, which is the reason your birth time is so important, because that gives you your rising sign and degrees. And then your houses are formed from there. So your rising begins your first house. If you're an Aries rising, Aries is going to be your first house, and that is you. Then Taurus is going to be your second house. That's your money. Then Gemini is going to be your third house. That's your communication. On and on and on. So you have also all 12 signs in your chart somewhere, even if it just rules a house. Thank you for your insight. Have to run. Bye. You're so welcome. Pisces sun, Taurus rising, and moon. Oh, super intuitive. I was in corporate America and got so sick, largely from misalignment. Yeah. A lot of my clients are saying the same thing, that they just were like, I have to leave. Either it was like ripped out from under them, they got sick, they couldn't do it anymore. Like, it's been a lot of what my one-on-one sessions have been about lately, is like, okay, now where do you go from here? I have Aries sun, 11th house. Ooh, friendships, community, social media. 9th house, perspective. Just jumped on. What are we talking about? I don't remember. I channel. In general, talking about Aries in the chart, and how wherever you have it, there's some new beginning emerging related to where you have it, what area of life it is for you. The house. The houses are the areas of your life. They give your astrology a physical story. Aries sun, 7th house. Ooh, are you a night chart or a day chart? She was about to say something fantastic about Virgo sun and Aries moon. Also, readings are open if anybody wants one. I can take a few. Take a few readings. Link is in bio. Okay, I'm going to send for a mini so you can see my chart. Yes! Link is in bio. It says live reading. I have Aries sun, 9th house. Oh, okay, what degrees? Aries rules my 5th house at 22. Starts in my 4th house. Okay. Are you wanting to move soon? That means Chiron just moved into your 5th house. What's going on with dating? What's going on? What's going on? 15 degrees. Okay, so Saturn, everything's kind of really far away from it. I don't think Saturn will move to 15 degrees until August, September, and then it goes retrograde. So if you have Saturn and Aries and it's at late degrees, you got like a while for your Saturn return starts. A while. Let me look at this. Oh no, it doesn't even get to 15 degrees this year. It gets to 13. No, it gets to 14. That's like end of August. Oh wait, end of July, and then it goes retrograde. Yeah, this is 2026. The July is going to be crazy. We have like an exact sextile between Neptune and Pluto. We have Jupiter square or Jupiter opposite Pluto. We have Mars on Uranus. Uranus is also sextiling Neptune and harmonizing with Pluto. Is anything going to be in... Because we could also have a yacht at that same time. I'm in Want My Own Home, but I'm in... What is it? MA. No dating life whatsoever, and you're a designer. Okay. Yeah, it could also be... the 5th house is also... why do I want to keep saying romance and dating? The 5th house is also creative passions. Oh, you're in Massachusetts. Okay. Yeah, it's really not the time to own a home. Like, it just isn't a, like, you probably already know this, but it's like not a sound financial decision when it's cheaper to rent in like 90% of the country. Okay, Nicole, I see your reading. Let me pull up your chart. I had this guy tell me, I went to go look at this place to rent, like, was that last week? No, that was like earlier this week. And he was like, oh, when I first moved here, houses were $10,000. And I was like, do you want to get physically assaulted right now? Like, why are you saying that to me? Like, if only I had a time machine, like I was not even born. Mine is more I live with my parents. Oh, you pay rent there? Girl, no. I stayed with my parents last year and they wanted me to pay rent and I was like, absolutely not. It's enough of a mental fucking toll to be here. Absolutely not. I'm going to lose money being here. Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Okay, I'm pulling up your chart. Nicole. Have you looked at your astrocartography? Maybe there's somewhere that would be better for you to live. Okay. What do you see that may be important for me? What's coming up for you right now, Nicole? Like, what area of life are you wanting direction or guidance around? Leo rising. Oh, what's changing about career? Have you gotten a written reading from my website yet of your astrology? Because that'll break down all your placements in a general way. If you wanted to learn, like, what does it mean to have Moon in Leo in my first house and Chiron and Gemini in my 11th house? Like, it breaks everything down. But yeah, there's some big change happening with your career and how you're known. It's probably been building for a while. Nothing changing about career? Yeah, I do astrocartography and my one-on-ones. Or we can look at it here on a live reading and a mini quick reading. I also teach it in my membership. I have an astrocartography course in there. No written chart. Oh, okay. Yeah, that's available if you wanted it too, just to get a general overview of all your placements and things. A lot of people read astrocartography wrong. If they told you the only best place is the Middle East, they're not a good reader. I got demoted at work on January 26th. Okay. Yeah, so, but there's something you want to step into that's different than what you've been doing. What is that? Leo rising here too, to start a company new role. So now I only work 20 hours. Okay. But there's something you want to start that's different than what you've been doing. No idea. I don't believe you. What are you passionate about? What excites you to do? What is something you maybe loved to do as a child? Was it reading, writing, speaking? What is like your creative passion? Probably spiritual stuff. I mean, it sounds like you're into astrology. You're a Scorpio. I mean, you got to get out of your head and just what do you love to do? Because this demotion is giving you the opportunity to pursue it and create a career from it. Spirituality, music. Yeah, of course. It's not the job you have. It's something completely different, and you're being asked to step into it right now, and that's why you're being demoted. If you haven't seen my videos, I've been talking about this like all year. This is the energy of this year. If we're not choosing to step into what our actually true passion is and aligning ourselves with that more and more, the rug is going to be ripped out from under us so that we have no choice. So that's why what's happening in your work is happening. So you have space to step into what you actually want to be doing because you don't want to be in that job. You just have thought that you needed to. You just thought it was your only way. And it's all mental bullshit stuff of like, this is the only way I can make money. No, it's 2026. Anyone can make money from their passions and what they love. And when you lead from that place in the heart and start like putting the content out there or start doing more of that and sharing it with people, like that's what's going to emerge for you as an actual career that's more aligned with your energy and your actual heart's desire and soul's calling. What do you need to know to do a mini reading? Link is in bio to book it. Yeah, you're welcome. I love my job. That's past tense. Past tense. You're being really pushed into the spiritual realm right now and to actually pursue what is a joy for you. And again, there's mindset stuff for you to look at as it relates to that. Like, oh, this is the only way I can make money, blah, 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 blah. Limiting beliefs that are holding you back. Booked a live mini reading. Yay! Do you offer any type of mentorship for aspiring astrologers? Yes. Depends on your level. Yeah, so that's what's really coming up for you, Nicole, is really step into the new direction. You can have a lot of success with it. Just start doing it. It's just a choice to get out of your head. It's literally a choice. So start making the choice to step into the unknown. And it will change. I feel it can change really quickly for you. The only way to heal and get out of your head is to do the opposite. Don't stay there. It's a literal push to push you in the direction. It's a literal like catalyst for you. Like, I'll give you an example. I lost my job in 2020. That was my only, like, I was going to be salary. I was going to be traveling all the time. I was like in between homes and I was like, this is a great opportunity because I'll be traveling. I don't need to get a home because I'll be like traveling with this company and on salary. And then all of a sudden a month later, it was gone. No flights. Nobody was traveling. Lockdowns. That was the catalyst for me to start this business I have now. I was passionate about tarot back then. So I started doing tarot readings on my Instagram and started sharing them with friends. And one thing led to another. And here we are 6 years later. That's what I have for you, Nicole. If you want a deeper dive into your chart, this was just a mini reading. If you want a deeper dive, you can book that. Or like I said, you can get a full breakdown of everything in your chart from my link in bio. Just start creating content or sharing what you actually love with people. I'm almost finished with the AFA course. What is the AFA? I don't know what that is. If you take one of my astrology courses, that's when I offer mentorship. I have a beginner course and I have an intermediate course. I don't predict current worldwide events. That's not how I use astrology. American Federation of Astrologers. Oh, I've never heard of that. Yeah, if you take one of my courses, it sounds like maybe the intermediate astrology. If you already have a foundation, that's when I offer mentorship. Okay, Lauren, I am pulling up your chart. Which county were you born in? It's pulling up 3 different counties. Thoughts on Uranus moving out of Taurus? Really excited for it. We already had it move out of Taurus, so we've already been given a glimpse of Uranus in Gemini last July and into September. So what was coming up for you where you have Gemini in your chart, that's what's going to be revisited at the end of April when Uranus moves back into Gemini. I'm super stoked for it. I'll probably do a deep dive on my YouTube going more into my thoughts. Okay, Kings. Perfect. YouTube is where I do all my deep dive transit stuff. Because, you know, we only have so much time on TikTok. Okay, Lauren, Libra rising. Let me just make sure I put it all in right. You asked about life purpose and direction. Okay, cool. Oh yeah, you were saying you had to quit your corporate job, right? Feels like you're in a reevaluation of all of that right now. I think you're meant to have your own thing. Like, you have Sun in the 10th house. I mean, you're very magnetic. You also have midheaven in Leo at the Aries degree. Like, it could really suit you to like be a content creator, have your own business, in some sort of form or fashion. Maybe even related to like health or mental health, psychology, mindset stuff. Yeah, maybe even like helping people with relationships too. You know, it kind of has to be something that you're like passionate, excited about to share because of all that Leo. And your Mercury and Leo rules your chart ruler. I think you'll get more clarity as March goes on what to do and start really taking action. May, June, and July are going to be really big for you because you're going to have Uranus moving over your Mars in Gemini. I feel like you're meant to like share your ideas and information and be known for that. Makes sense. I was previously a lawyer. Oh, wow. Yeah, for sure. Magician karmic tale. Wait, what is that? Spiritual knowledge. Yeah, it's like blending the spiritual and the practical. I mean, it's Saturn on your North Node in Virgo in the 12th house. Like, Destiny Matrix. Okay, I don't know anything about that. Yeah, like the old paradigm of career was like your comfort zone, like your South Node in the 6th house. But you're meant to step into kind of like the whimsical, but there still has to be a practical aspect to it because Saturn is there, making it practical and grounded for people in the way that you share it. Big theme. But yeah, you're gonna make money from the occult, from spiritual stuff, psychology, and in a way that's innovative, in a way that's not necessarily like normal or that's ever kind of been done before, but that's the beauty in it too. And that's what sets you apart from other people. I think, yeah, again, like the summer is going to be really good for you in terms of that. And I think even to the Jupiter goes direct in a week, less than a week. It goes direct on Tuesday and it will be on your sun. So it's like a really good time to start putting feelers out there, trial and error, see what works. Kind of build the momentum, start building the momentum. It baffles me, the position. Spot on, but guess it will come too soon. Yeah. We're all in a very just like a dreamy space right now with Mercury retrograde, but it's shifting. It's actually going to go back to work in November. Wow. Oh, North Node and Virgo in the 12th house. Everyone I've met with North Node in the 12th house is meant to do some sort of spiritual work. Meditation, breath work, yoga, Kundalini yoga. Did I already say that? Past life regression, astrology, maybe all of those, sound healing. But again, for you, there's like this, you have to ground it and make it practical. For people, Saturn on your North Node is like you have to really discipline yourself to that path of discomfort and build it slowly over time, being really committed to it. I have Saturn at the same place you have your South Node, actually, in the 6th house. And that's been my lesson, is like, okay, just putting in the work every single day. What can I do to build my legacy and build my work and spirituality long term? And for the longest time, that's been these live streams for the last 6 years. It's the grounded part. Yeah. I just paid for mine. Okay. Yay, Susie. Yeah. Keep me updated, Lauren. I'm excited for you. There might be helpful people too that come in, or that you need to kind of put yourself around to inspire and empower you and maybe get ideas from or something as well, like a community aspect, whether in person or online. Makes sense, taking some action towards it each day. Yeah. You're so welcome. I'm excited for you. It really is such an exciting time for all of us, even though we're still in this like push and pull liminal. It is a very exciting time. Okay, Susie, I'm pulling up your chart. Taurus, I love it. Yes, lots of Taurus. Yeah, Sun, Venus, Mercury. Okay, what did you ask about? Love, relationships. What's going on with love and relationships? I feel like last summer there were a lot of wounds and triggers activated within your connections or relationships with other people. Really, yeah. Dating, romance, all of it was kind of coming to a head last summer. It's about communication for you, learning how to like speak your needs and speak your truth and not shy away from it. Been going through a divorce since 2022. Oh my God. So are you looking to meet someone else? Yeah, was a lot of that, a lot kind of blowing up with it last summer. It's really, it's all about a self reinvention for you right now. Like learning who you are outside of that dynamic, stepping into a new version of you. That's truly free. That's truly free. That's truly embodied. Healing the wounds that kind of caused you to maybe suppress yourself. Yes, it did. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. It's a lot of subconscious childhood healing stuff coming up for you right now. And a lot of wounds being triggered. Makes sense. I told myself this would be an internal year. Yeah. Yeah, it will be. it's really, even though it's challenging and it's hard, it is empowering you to be like, no, like really putting your foot in the sand and being like, no, like this, and this, and really learning how to speak up for yourself and speak your truth. I have a friend who is a Sagittarius rising and has similar chart placements as you and is going through a very similar thing. Where she even met somebody new, but it's like they're still in that connection. It's not like, she calls it a simulation relationship because it's like teaching her how to step into this more evolved version of herself within partnership, even though it's like she knows there's not a long-term thing. It's like a kind of practice relationship to help her heal those things where she would have held herself back and been all about the other person, as opposed to like staying sovereign within the relationship. And so that's kind of what phase you're in at the moment, is learning like who you are again and remembering yourself, and not falling back to that old version of you and those old cycles, and like fully stepping away from them. Yeah. Feels like there, if you wanted to date, there's opportunity for that. I mean, there in the fall, there is, if you wanted it. More so, it feels like a 2027 thing. Max and I have been separated since 2022. I haven't seen him. He's just been complicated. Yeah. Makes sense. I feel like I finally found me the last few. Yeah, for sure. I'm like completely separating yourself from it. Yeah. I mean, relationships are a part of your destiny, but it's like it has to be something you really feel safe to speak your needs in. And the person is like, I hear you. I'm going to, like a healthy dynamic of like, I hear you. How can I show up better? How can I do this differently? That kind of thing. There has to be a lot of open communication in relationships for you. So definitely look for that. And you can find it in friendships right now, and you can find it in other ways. But yeah. Yes, that was one of the reasons as to why I'm getting divorced. I believe it. I'm proud of you. That's it's not easy, but it's necessary. It's a necessary part of your path. Yeah, it's all communication themes. And like realizing that you're worthy of having someone who gives you that, provides that need for you. That's really what it's about. There's just so much identity level change happening for you, and that's gonna be a theme, especially until the end of April. There might be some big kind of final release or something that happens like mid to end of April around that. Kind of letting go and fully surrendering, clearing out an old version of yourself, even more so than you had before. Could be a lot of emotions to feel too. I know you're a Capricorn moon, so compartmentalize those emotions. There might be a big emotional release that needs to happen around all of it. I'm okay with that. We were married 16 years. Dang. Yeah. So there's a lot to unpack there. Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, keep me updated, Susie. I feel like, yeah. Remember also to have joyful moments with friends or people close to you. Might be a lot more of that as the weather gets a little better. You're so welcome. Yeah. It's all divine. My best friend of 30 years is coming to see me next week. I live in Florida. Okay, so the weather's like been probably good for you then. Yay! That's exciting. Y'all are gonna have so much fun. Yeah, lean on your support systems. Okay, last call for readings. If anyone else wants one, let me know. Let me know. You can also get a general reading of your astrology or your human design from my link in bio. It breaks everything down in a written PDF. It's all written by me, no AI. It's all things written by me using my personal experience. And it really is like a reading from me in written form. If we were to cover everything that is covered in your PDF, it would take hours, and they're like one-on-one. I'm so excited for summer. The weather today was so warm. I cannot wait to just be frolicking in the sun. Thank God for spring. My Aries is in my 12th house and Saturn in Aries. Oh, it's giving like spiritual awakening. Sent one in. Okay, let me refresh. I see it. Caitlin. Yes, I see. Okay, let me pull up your chart. Yeah, 2025 was rough. Oh, God. It was like a fever dream. Oh, you're also a Sag rising. Okay. Work. Okay. Rough 2025. Yeah. Oh my God, you've had Uranus on your Mars. You don't have a business? What did you say that you do? You have so much Capricorn in your second house. You work for a biotech company as a designer. That's cool. Do you want to switch that at all? Is that freelance? Because your North Node is in the second house. You're supposed to like make your own money. I mean, it makes sense you're in yeah, a creative position in the tech world for sure. But I feel like there's a massive change that has been building for you and what you do for work as well. Probably started last spring, summer. Hey, Liz. You don't want to switch it. Okay, why did you ask about work then? Dead on. My company was bought and a merger happened. Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah. There's been layoffs going on. Oh, okay. Are you scared you're going to get laid off? Have they said anything to you about it? Because, yeah. There's something happening right now with it. Like that change, that major change is happening again. Because you've had Uranus on your Mars. It happened last spring, and it's happening again right now. I mean, it is supporting you and stepping into what you actually, like what actually is your more aligned with your path. I don't know, girl, you really could get laid off. But like I was saying, I think you were here when I was giving the reading for the other woman. Like it's, and anything could happen. If you want to keep it, then you have, free will, but I feel like there's going to be a change that's outside of your control. And like I said, it is supporting you and stepping away from relying on security from other people for money and choosing to step into like your own thing, maybe doing freelance for a while you build something on the side or something like that. We all like security, but there's security in having your own business and being freelance as well. But that's your comfort zone. That's not where you're, you don't have to step into your purpose, but your purpose is to have your own thing. That is like you establish your own sense of security. And actually, you're not secure because you get laid off like next week. You get laid off on Monday. That's not secure. It's the illusion. It's an illusion of security, right? You actually have more security being able to work for yourself and take on what you want to be doing and set your own prices and make your own money that way, which is actually your purpose. Like that's your path. Your path is to have your own sense of financial independence and security through things you do yourself, for yourself. That's your North Node's in the second house in Capricorn on all your Capricorn stellium. So, put feelers out there because I would have a plan B right now. If I had your chart, I would have a plan B. I'd be shocked if you still were in that position by April. But anything can happen. I'd hate to like say that and be so specific with it, but that's what it's saying. A lot of stuff outside of work too, and I think it's all 6th house related. Getting my review this upcoming week. Yeah, it could be, you get a promotion. It could be a positive change if you want to stay there. Like I said, you have free will. You don't have to step into like your purpose. You can stay in what's comfortable if that's like what you want. But again, it's all up to you. There's going to be some sort of change within the next like 3 to 4 weeks. Maybe something that comes to a head as Mercury starts to go direct, like around the 20th. Because then come like, middle of April, first week of April, actually, it's going to square your natal Mercury, which rules your area of career, rules your area of relationships, contracts, partnerships. So I don't know. If it was just Uranus on your Mars in your 6th house, yes, it could be health, other stuff, but it's like this is affecting your North Node and your area of money, and it's Earth signs. Like this is majorly about your work. I've been downloading workload just in case. Yeah, I would, like I said, I'd have a plan B. just in case. I don't know, keep me updated. You never know with Uranus transits. It could go one way or the other. Aries in the 8th house. Ooh, giving spiritual awakening or investments. I've been having health and pet issues the same time last year. Yep. You know, I really don't think, you know, this is what I do. I help people align with their purpose. Your purpose is not what you're currently doing for work, but you have free will. That's all I'm going to say. I've already said it enough. You're stubborn. You'll learn. I'm stubborn too. I get it. I have Mercury in Aries, Venus, Mars in the 11th house. Ooh, long-term goals changing. It's okay. I just want to make sure to cross my T's and dot my I's. Yeah. For sure. It feels like, I mean, Capricorn's hell intuitive too. You're hell intuitive. So it's like you already kind of know. You're already doing the things just in case. Investments in a bad way. No, I don't look at astrology. Nothing in astrology is bad or good. It all just means something. It all means something. I'm a Leo and a manifesting generator. Oh, love it. Hella creative. Okay, Caitlin, keep me updated. Let me know come April what's going on. Because it's going to be some major change. Some major change. I'm excited for you. Hi, Lady Starella. It's nice to hear not bad or good. Yes, I don't do that bullshit. I have Aries MC, but no personal planets. Oh, where's your Mars? I can probably take another reading or two if anybody wants. If anybody wants a reading. A live reading. Someone just told me about a synastry chart that a man... What? Did you get a reading of your synastry? Link is in bio to book a live reading. Leo Mars in the first house. Love it. Oh. Are you a content creator? Aries midheaven with the ruler in the first house in Leo? Yes, I want one. Okay, link in bio. They're $33. His Chiron is conjunct my North Node. Yeah, I don't love Chiron nodal synastry, personally, but it depends on what else is going on too. Yes, but I'm not a content creator. What do you do? Something in fashion or something. You're meant to be seen. Meant to be seen. Okay, I can literally only take one more reading. I got to go. In a little bit. In a little bit. What's going on with y'all's moon, Mars, Venus? Those are real synastry. Oh, also Mercury for synastry. Have y'all been watching that love story show? I've been talking about this in my membership and analyzing their charts, JFK Jr. and Carolyn Bessette. And they are compatible on almost every level except their Mercuries, and it's so funny to see it in real time of like them having to figure out how to communicate to each other because it doesn't come natural, and it's so like that's so obvious in their synastry chart. It's insane. Okay, I just booked a live reading. Okay, let me pull up your chart. Where were you born? That's not on your form. My Mars is opposite his moon, Neptune. Oh, yeah, don't love that. Montebello, California. Okay. What did you ask about? Love life. What's going on with love life? Are you single, dating? Hopefully not on the apps. Oh boy. Yeah, it's like you need space to know how you feel, so. Talking to someone. Okay. When did that start? Why is everyone going through a big change with work? What's going on with your career? Bringing up really big identity shifts in you around late August. Y'all are still talking? Is it like long distance or something? Work at McDonald's, but I'm soon starting my clinicals. Okay, yeah. That makes sense. I feel like that's going to be really good for your like community and who you're around. You need to be around different people, and that's a big focus. I don't want to move fast. I mean, we went out on a couple dates. But girl, it's been 6 months. Over 6 months. It's been 7 months. Or wait, almost, yeah, just over 6 months. That's nuts. Okay. Yeah. I mean, trust your intuition. There's not anything major in your chart right now about dating. Your relationships in general are going through a big change and transformation. Like the type of person you even want around you. And like I said, there's something about your career that's going to change your community and going to put you around better people who are more beneficial for you and inspirational and like more kind of the energy that you need for what you're doing and stepping into. You're also in some big like intuitive awakening, also getting like a lot of subconscious healing for the next couple months. A lot of like, yeah, just healing from like those past hurts and past traumas and things could help you to really, if you can like have a therapist or a healer or someone that you work with to help sort through that. A lot of subconscious stuff. That's really the major focus for you at the moment. And then, like I said, I think being around different people is going to help support that healing. Yeah, I definitely need that change. Yeah. That makes sense. You said you're doing something for clinicals. When does that start? Is it like end of April? Saturn and Aries, love it. Oh, so like next, I guess that's almost 2 weeks. Yeah, that makes sense. I feel like being around different people too is gonna change your goals for life in general. You're just in a really big time of change right now in a lot of aspects. But I feel like your ideal person is like really intelligent. They might be a little bit eccentric, a little bit like there's something about them that's like different. They're very smart, very intellectual. They might work in like healthcare, psychology, or something like that. They're also very emotionally supportive and in tune. And a kind of telltale sign for you is in connections too, is like, do you guys have fun together? When you are with each other, do you have fun? Does it help you get out of your head? I've been ready for change. Yes. It's all like from now until the end of April, it's all like, how do I say? I don't know the word for it. It's all coming together. It's all culminating. Teach me patience, but like in the most, I have to learn it. Wait, yeah, we're all in that right now. That's Mercury retrograde in Pisces. I'm excited for you. How do you say your name? Anise? I think as we get into, what is that going to be? June and July, things are going to be really good for you moving forward. It's kind of like this, you come up for air, like a fog lifts around all the healing stuff. Yeah, the end of June. Yes, correct. Okay, cool. Yeah, I'm excited for you. I feel like summer and onward is going to be really good. Just kind of all recalibrating right now. But yeah, keep me updated. Let me know. Oh yeah, around your birthday. I feel like things are going to be looking up. Yes, I have Aries in the 11th. Hi, I have Aries in the 11th. Gemini rising. Oh, okay. Aries rising and Mars. Very active. Are you very active? I have Mars and Aries too, and I always feel so good when I'm active. Like lots of walks, lots of hikes. Transits in the event. Wait, what? Had multiple squares. Especially in Neptune and Mercury retrograde. I don't even know what you're talking about. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Like I had someone, I made a video about Mars line because I was born on my Mars line, I have Mars in my descendant. Of course, I was born on my Mars line. If you have any planets on your angles, those planet lines are going to go through where you were born. Very close on your angles, like 1 or less degree of orb. And I was talking about how I don't like my Mars line because it's on my descendant. And someone had commented that they love theirs and it was on their ascendant. I'm like, yeah, Mars AC is way better than Mars DC. Just a quick question, since Mercury retrograde scares me. Why does Mercury retrograde scare you? There's nothing scary about Mercury retrograde. Astrology is not meant to help you make decisions. Astrology is guidance and understanding. You are your authority when it comes to making decisions. This is what human design helps you to understand and step more into your own authority on what the way your authority and your decision maker speaks to you. I have a sacral authority, so I'm meant to trust my gut. Like that's what I refer to whenever it comes to making a decision. Like today I went to the park and I was like, do I want to go to the park? Yes. I'm not going to look at astrology and be like, oh my God, Mercury's retrograde. Am I going to get mugged in the park? Like, no, it's not how I use these systems. Your intuition is your decision maker. What does it mean when you don't have any planets in a house? It's just not a major focus of lessons you have to learn. You can kind of write your own story there. And you might attract people who have that sign as well. Like I don't have anything in Leo in my 11th house, and I attract a lot of Leos. How do I know if my Mars line is on my ascendant or descendant? It will tell you on the astrocartography map. It will say AC, DC, IC, MC. I teach this in my membership, so you learn how to read those different planet lines in my membership, because it changes how the line shows up for you. Mars AC line is going to be like you're very active, you're very like probably fit. If you want to lose weight, like, or get really toned and fit, go to your Mars AC line. You'll be very motivated to like be physically fit and active. Versus Mars DC, that's what I was just talking about. I can't stand my Mars DC line because I have Mars on my DC natally, and like it's like the energy of competition. People want to fight with me, and like aggressive drivers. I just like can't stand it. So it really matters like which angle a certain planet line is on for you. And the reason you have a certain planet line in a certain location in the world is because your relocation chart puts that planet on an angle. And that's why you'll have that planet line go through there. Like I live on my Venus MC line. My relocation chart for this location, I have Venus on the MC. So they're intertwined, relocation chart and your astrocartography. Your relocation chart is the reason for your astrocartography. And you learn that in my membership because I teach it in a 6-part course series on astrocartography. So if my inner authority is emotional, what does that mean? You have to kind of sleep on stuff or really trust how you feel about things. If it's something you have to decide in the moment, like feel if it's like if your body wants to do it and go to it, or if it's like no, like that doesn't, or if it's a hesitation. Like there was a place, like I'm moving right now. So I've been looking at places, and I looked at a place on Monday. And I was like, I really like it. Like it's a yes for me, but let me just sleep on it. Let me just see. And turns out I had to like give myself a day to feel like full clarity of yes, I'm gonna book this place. This is where I want to move to. Because I had to gather more information, and I had to talk it out with some friends and like really get more clarity on it. So that's what it means to have emotional authority, is you have to really kind of let yourself wait until you feel super clear of like, yes, okay, here we go. There's a reason you need to give yourself more time to make a decision. So sleep on it. Let yourself ride out an emotional wave as well. Don't make decisions from an emotional high or an emotional low because it will destabilize you, and then you'll probably regret the decision that you made because you made it too quickly. That's what it means to be an emotional authority. My strategy is to respond. Okay, so you have a defined sacral. So you got to trust your gut too, but like I just shared, the story I just shared, you have to also trust your like first kind of instinctual response, but also let yourself wait to feel like a full body yes. I teach human design too. If anyone wants to learn human design from me, that is something I teach. And you can get written interpretations of your chart from me on your human design, as well as on your astrology and my link in bio. Aries in the 4th house includes my moon and Saturn. Oh, wow. What degrees? My chart ruler is Mercury. Would it be good to move to my Mercury line? It depends on your chart, what's going on with Mercury in your chart. Because that's going to bring, if you have any squares with Mercury, if you have any oppositions to Mercury, those lines are probably going to be close to where your Mercury line is. And will bring those themes to the forefront as well. Like I have Venus square Chiron in my chart. Venus is my chart ruler, and it squares Chiron in my chart. So my Venus line has activated my square to Chiron it makes. And that hasn't been like super comfortable to face, but it is kind of necessary for me. I was just saying actually to myself that I couldn't have moved here any other time in my life because my Chiron I had not healed. The square Chiron to my chart ruler. And so it just depends. And is Mercury themes the ones that you want? Do you want to be really active, communicating, sharing ideas and information with people? Do you want to start a podcast? Do you want to write a book? Like that's kind of Mercury line themes. And you learn all of this in my astrocartography course that lives in my membership. My membership is only $15 a month and you get instant access to everything inside on demand, classes, including the astrocartography course. My Mercury is in Leo, conjunct with my sun. Are they like are they 1 degree apart or less? If they're 1 degree apart or less, then you would have those lines together. Or maybe even up to 2 degrees or 3 degrees, depending on your astrocartography. I have my sun and Mercury are like, I think they're 1.5 degrees apart. No, they're like 2 degrees apart. And all my sun and Mercury lines are together in my astrocartography. Saturn 3 degrees, Moon 14 degrees, South Node 8 degrees. Oh, wow. So you're going to have your Saturn return in like a week. One week till Saturn's return. Man, Venus moves quickly through Aries. It's going to be at 9 degrees in a week. That's insane. It's at 0 degrees right now. You have no Aries. It's somewhere in your chart, though. Mercury's 29 in Virgo 2. Okay, yeah. So they might be really close together in your astrocartography. If you have any oppositions to that too, they're going to be really close together. Okay, last call for readings. If anyone wants one, let me know right now. Otherwise, I'm going to hop off here. Link is in bio to book. They're $33. Only 2 are left. Only 2 left. Let me know. Oh, my contacts. My eyes are so dry. Moon moves into Scorpio in an hour. I'm so excited. I love when the moon is in Scorpio. My progress chart, I'm a Scorpio rising, so that's probably why. Aries in the 10th house. Are you a Cancer rising? Aries in the 10th house. Yes. I do a weekly horoscope on my YouTube, and every week, the past few weeks for Cancer rising, it's been like, what is going on? Like, what is going on with career? Like, what new thing are you stepping into? It glitched. I don't know if I saw yeah, I saw your comment. I replied. If you want a reading, we can look at it. Otherwise, you can learn astrocartography in my membership. I'll make it real simple to learn. That's how I teach astrology. It's very simple. Very visual as well. I give visual examples of everything. Aries 3rd house. Oh, what's changing about your communication or your mindset or your daily habits and routine? All right, y'all, enjoy the rest of your night. Thanks for hopping on. I'll see you next time. Bye.